Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing part 2 of my two-part series on the PowerBook 3400. Now you may be wondering what this thing is and why is it in front of me. Well, basically I decided I wanted to upgrade it to an SSD using an SD card, and I have that right here. But because of that, I'd be having the machine apart, and I thought brittle plastics are going to cause clip damage if I have to take it apart a lot, and I don't want to take it apart ever again past this time. So while I'm in there, I might as well recap it. And here I am about to recap the entire thing. Now there aren't that many capacitors, but they're going to be difficult. So this thing is the DC the inverter board for the display, and the subwoofer controller board in one. The subwoofer assembly, if you're wondering, looks like this. There they are. So, we're going to be recapping this thing. So there are two caps there. We have two caps on the DC power board, which is right here. And then we have one more on the main motherboard of the laptop. So we'll be dealing with all those, and we'll also be installing this SSD and configuring its OS. And we will finally be strengthening all the standoffs, especially for the display hinges, with some plastic weld stuff. So let's get started. Alright, let's get started with our recapping. So first off, I've heated up my iron. Well, I'm getting it heated right now. And while we're doing that, we're going to start with this board, because it's going to be the easiest of the three, and I want to start with the easiest because I've got a new toy today to mess with. And that is, if I can get it out of the packaging, that is Flux. I got Flux. Now, I should have gotten this stuff a long time ago. This is Amtech stuff. I got it from a video that I saw, and this stuff is really good for this kind of work. It's apparently safe to breathe in, although I'm still wearing a N95 anyway. And I got a window open, and we got a fan. But we're not going to turn on the fan yet because we're not soldering yet. How are we going to get these caps off? Well, pretty simple. Pliers. People hate it when I do this. Certain people. Mac84, great guy. I met him at VCF's East Swap Meet. I watch his live streams all the time. He doesn't like this method. He uses hot air. I don't have a hot air station. That is a better method. But I don't have a hot air station. So what's the idea here? Well, if I grab the cap with my pliers, you just want to twist it back and forth and break the leads on the capacitor right off from the pad. And the idea here is that it doesn't break the solder pad, which soldering-based methods can, and it gets it off cleanly and safely, so then you can just remove the remainder of the legs and be good. Now, I don't expect any of these to be leaking, because I'm just doing this preemptively, because 5 years down the line they may die, and I want to get out ahead of that. And just like that, capacitor has been removed, nice and clean. I'm going to zoom in to get a better look at this. I'm still running on an old iPhone 7 Plus. I am upgrading this fall, so my camera quality will get better there then. But now it's still just okay. Alright. And I am prioritizing soldering over camera quality because this is an expensive computer and I do not want to ruin it. Now we're going to get this mini cap off, this 2.2 microfarad 50-volt cap. Alright, I've got it back together enough to test. All I've got is the power board, the display, the subwoofers are connected, so I will be able to hear a chime. The display's connected, power's connected, my RAM's connected. I don't even need a keyboard because this thing will auto-boot, because it has no PRAM battery. Yes! It chimed! I heard a quick, like, energize noise. We got a chime. Do we have display? Does take a second. Hey! Cursor. Blinking question mark. There we go. That dark spot is just, wow, that's an actual... You know what? I'll bet that's a fingerprint on, one of the pieces of the display. I bet I have to, oh yeah, there's another little thing right there. So I'll bet I have to go and give the little foil layers a bit of a clean, but that's no big deal. Look at that. That is awesome. I can't reassemble it yet because I have to reinforce the standoffs, but there we go. Success. And there we go. Check it out. So, it's all back together now, and it has been working great. It's been a month or two since I recapped it, and I'm finally finishing this video. And for the most part, it's been great. So, a couple things. First off, the splotch on the screen, whatever it was, is mostly cleared up, but if you're looking at an off angle, you can still see a bit of it, like there, but when you're looking at it head-on, it's completely invisible, unlike it was when I first did it. I don't know what caused it. I can only assume some sort of pressure damage, which kind of stinks. I don't know how I could have caused that, but it's not really bad at all. The second thing is sometimes the audio can get distorted when it's first booting up. So sometimes when the chime will sound a bit distorted, and then it can like make some like small crackling noises like a couple times while it's starting up. But I'll show you, once it gets settled, like, it's completely fine, and it didn't happen, like, this time, as you can tell. I think it really only happens on cold boots, and if I switch the boot drive for some reason. It's really random, but whatever, it works. So, there's that, but the speakers do sound great, and I'm really making it seem like a bigger problem than it is. The SSD is working great in it. I've got it quad booted with OS 7.6.1, 8.1, 8.5, and 9.1. And each of those are on 3 gig partitions, and then I got a data partition with all the rest with 42 gigs available, 4.6 gigs used. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to run out of storage on this beast, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So that is awesome. I reinforced the standoffs on the hinge as well as one for the display over here that broke with this stuff, plastic weld, and that all went well. I didn't show you that whole process just because this video would have been 30 minutes plus long, and I just didn't want to do that, so it's all just boring stuff anyway. I had to reconstruct this standoff and like put it all back together, and then try to figure out why the display problem was happening, only to leave it for a day for it to go away practically. So whatever. It's been running very reliably. I've had it on for hours since doing all this. I've been playing some games on it. This has been real fun. This is definitely probably my favorite PowerBook, and I'm so happy I bought this. So to finish this out, I'll demo the speakers here. And since this is the end of the video, what better song would there be to play than my outro song? So, thank you all very much for watching. As for future plans with this, I'm going to use it more. If I find a cheap RAM upgrade, I guess I could put that in, but I doubt I'll find a cheap RAM upgrade, and 48 megs is really enough anyway. So, yep, it's probably going to stay how it is. It's plenty fast, runs great, I got it online. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So, see you all next time. Like the video if you liked it and feel like supporting me, and bye.